Hi and welcome to Outwell. In this film we're going to give you some hints and some tips on how to pitch and tack away a large family tunnel design tent. The tent that we're using here is our Yosemite Falls from our ambient collection, but what we show you can be applied to other tents of a similar style. Once you have your fly sheet in place, you'll have seen that we've just taken out the ground sheet and the poles out of the separate bag. Now all we need to do is just assemble the poles, and this is made very easy thanks to each individual pole having short cord running from one end all the way through to the other. Next, we just need to put the poles through the pole sleeves of the fly sheet. Just bear in mind here that some of the tents will have colour-coded poles to match colour-coded sleeves, which should make pitching a lot easier. So we'll just show you how to put the poles through. So from here, what we're going to do is just gather the tent up on the ground, and what we'll do is we'll put the first pole under the second and then them under the third until we get to the back. So once we've gathered all the material and the poles together, we can start attaching the end of the poles to the fly sheet using the ring and pin system. When it comes to attaching the ring and pin, a good idea is just to make sure that the adjustment strap is loose, and that will enable you to insert the pin into the pole much easier. Once we've pegged all the four corners of the tent, I would take the front guy line out here as well, just like we did at the back, just to support the overall tent, making it a lot more stable if there is any wind. Next, we just need to put the ground sheets in. Just before zipping in your ground sheet, just make sure that you peg down the pegging points that are at the bottom of the dividing wall. Before you zip in the back ground sheet, be sure to peg down the front ground sheet like so. Next, we just need to put the inner tent in its place. Now we just need to put in the wardrobe, and I would start by putting in the drying rail which comes for the wardrobe, and then we'll just show you how to attach the rest. You'll find that you have these red tabs, so we just match them up to the red buckles on the roof. Then we can tighten that up and then just attach the other points. Don't forget, you'll have a couple of drying rails for the front room as well. Now all that's left to do is just to peg out all of the different pegging points around the side of the tent. Just remember, you have your ground sheet points, you have your fly sheet pegging points, and you also have your guy line pegging points. When it comes to packing down the tent and rolling away the fly sheet, a good tip here is to make sure all the guy lines are wrapped up and back into their guy line retainers, and also that if the tent is wet, to try to dry it as soon as you can, just to stop any build-up of mould or mildew. So now we'll just show you us rolling it up and popping it back into the bag. So that was all of our hints and tips for pitching and packing away this style of tent. Thanks very much for watching.